A realization came to me the other day, ladies and gentlefolk. This is the 50th episode of Jank Pack Thursday. 50 times this wheel has, well, not 50 times because there were, in the early days I didn't have the wheel yet. It was basically whatever I could find, but for 50 times you have sat there and watched me open some rather questionable packs and on occasion consume some rather questionable gum. So, you know what? To mark the occasion, we're going to do two. That's right. We're going to do two packs this week to celebrate 50 episodes. Please, dear pantheon of whomever you wish to believe, do not let me pull double gum. Pack one. Come on. And I have a note card to write all this down because this is a little Oh, my goodness. Well, okay, now we're going to come back to this. This is going to be a longer intro than usual because there are two packs, and I got to figure out which pack I'm actually going to open and consume. We're not going to remove it because there are two packs, but that is pack number one, and I'm fairly sure there's gum in there. So let's reshuffle and pack number two, baby. Oh, 50 episodes. Please don't give me double gum. I was going to say, come on. Hey, all right. I'm cool with this. Harry and the Hendersons and some muscle cars. If I can spell that. There we go. It's right in front of me. All right. So now we have... now we need to just pick the packs. And bear with me 1 second. And we will do that in a moment. All right, upon closer inspection of the list, there are no discernible differences, although I do remember which one of the Harry and the Hendersons packs I want to open because it came not from me getting it at a card show, but from somebody else. So stay tuned, and let's celebrate 50 with some, I believe, some rancid old gum and muscle cars. 50 episodes of Jank Pack Thursday. So into the box we go for our two. We're going for the pack of Harry and the Hendersons cards. Was that it? No, that's the one I bought because somebody wrote a price on it. Yes, this is the one that Cole sent me. Curse you, because the gum was broken, and now we're going for a pack of muscle cars that was sent to me by the very same friend who sent me the man, I really gotta find better. Does that work? Yes, that does work. The same friend who sent me the Craftsman cards and a few others, but might as well get into this one. Link to Cole down below. That was weird. Copyright 1987. All right then. So 1987, so that would be 36-year-old gum. Oh, love, love, lovely. Come on, are you going to separate? Yes, you are. You're kind of not, but you're okay. Well, the good news is it's not as discolored as last time. Yeah, that should be a piece of cake, or a piece of what used to be gum. But before we do that, we have the double Jank Pack celebration, starting off Harry and the Hendersons, and fun thing, actually, quite a lot of weird connections. We got spooky sounds. And as you know, the lead character, actually, George Henderson here, as pictured here, played by John Lithgow, actually is a native of Rochester, New York. Still thinking the Bigfoot is dead, George Henderson hears strange noises in the middle of the night and goes outside to check. Well, therein lies your problem, George. The family portrait. Till we meet again. Actually, the mom recently, unfortunately, just passed away, Melinda Dillon. I think passed away in January of this year. She best known for being Ralphie's mom in A Christmas Story. Till we meet again, it was a wild and wonderful adventure, an experience the Hendersons will never forget. Harry taught them what it means to be human. He taught them that killing is bad, and that even an enemy like LaFleur deserves a second chance. Forgot about him. Next, there we go. Oh, the old behind the scenes setting up the shot. And here's the last one. The guy who played, actually, Harry. His name was Kevin Peter Hall. He was the same guy, actually, that played the Predator. Was from Pittsburgh area, actually the town next to where I grew up, Penn Hills, Pennsylvania. I think was one of the first celebrities to come out about HIV. He contracted it after a blood transfusion following a surgery and sadly passed away from it years ago. But here we see where the camera is positioned to film this scene from Harry and the Hendersons. Note, check out 59 to see how the shot works in the actual film. That's kind of cool. 1987 behind the scenes. Next up, and there's our sticker, we'll do that, a visit from whom? Oh, there's the gum stain. That's what's going to be going in me in a little bit. After seeing George on the evening news, the man from the Bigfoot Museum pays the Hendersons a call and admits, much to George's surprise, that he is the famous Dr. Wrightwood. Oh, God, I am blanking on his name. I'm blanking on his name. I can see his face, but I can't remember his name. Nosy neighbor Irene. Oh, friggin' Irene. Having a Bigfoot in the house is trouble enough, but with an inquisitive neighbor like Irene popping in, the Hendersons really have their hands full. Irene is played by famed singer-entertainer Lainey Kazan. Did not know that. Another behind the scenes. Here we go. Aw. And I think Kevin Peter Hall was, I believe, 7'3" or somewhere in that vicinity. Cameras, lights, and meters, and light meters, and boom microphones surround Harry and the Hendersons cast as the final scene is captured on film. That's pretty cool. I like that. Bigfoot Biggie. Pretending to be someone else, Dr. Wrightwood is skeptical when George Henderson shows up at the Bigfoot Museum in search of information. Somebody please let me know who that is, either in the, because this is a premiere, in the chat or in a comment. Oh, a boy and his Bigfoot. We're going squatching. After returning home, Harry snuggles up to little Ernie, who is fast asleep. See, Bigfoots aren't bad. They're just misjudged, and that's why they don't come around. Sarah gets riled. Angered beyond all reason after Harry chows down on her orchid, remember that, Sarah tells the stunned Bigfoot off, I don't care how big and ugly and smelly you are, you can't go around eating other people's corsages. And that is the reason I wasn't allowed to go to prom. We're going to end with the sticker. Let me know if you got that one. It's a nice looking sticker. Good picture of Harry there. Rest in peace, Kevin Peter Hall. But I do know for a fact, John Lithgow, actually a pretty good autograph signer. I got him when he was on Broadway. So that's pack one. I love the stickers, and I always seem to get the good ones. So now, before this, we have this. A pack of Muscle Cars 1992 Premier Edition Pontiac, Ford, Mercury, Plymouth, AMC, Buick, Chevrolet, Dodge, and Oldsmobile 9 Muscle Car Collector's Cards. Tell me something about you. Includes year models 64 to 74, high gloss coated cardstock. Okay, photos on front and back. All right. So we're going to have some fun with this. I think we're going to have some fun with this. Because the antique cars were cool, but at least muscle cars I'm a little more familiar with. Try to get that open. Hey, it worked. How about that? And how many were in here? 9. All right, so we got 9 cars, 9 cards, however you wish to say it. Onto the stack with ye. Let's get into it. Oh. The 1970 Dodge Challenger RT in beautiful 1970s purple. That is a pretty looking car. Here's the stats. 383 engine, 335 horsepower, 3-speed manual, optional 4-speed manual with Hurst shifter. Ooh. Oh, it doesn't give the prices, unfortunately. But total production, $23,938. That's it. 0 to 60 in 6.4, quarter mile in 13.65. At a 104, Dodge entered the pony car wars in 1970 with the Challenger, a 110-inch wheelbase sporty car that was offered in two series, the base Challenger and the high-performance RT. The RT featured heavy-duty suspension, high-line interior, and full instrumentation. That is a big, beautiful engine and a really sweet car. Number 2, the 66 Chevy Nova SS. 327 optional, none. 3-speed manual or 4-speed manual, or they only made 3,500 of the 66? The compact Nova was redesigned for 1966 and featured handsome new sheet metal. There you go. To compete in the muscle car performance wars heating up on the street, Chevrolet chose to install the L79 327 direct from the Corvette into the SS Nova. The high winding small block in the lightweight Nova made for a superb package that could corner well as could accelerate. The SS Nova received special sport emblems on the front fenders and SS badge on the rear back. Interestingly, for those that don't know, the Nova was not a big seller in the Latin communities, because when you translate Nova from Spanish to English, it means doesn't go. They missed that one. Card number 3, the 67 Chevelle SS 396. I love me a Chevelle. I did prefer them, I think, 70 or 71 when they were a little more rounded and often had the racing stripes. Big fan of racing stripes. 50 extra horsepower, 396 cubic inch. Basically very similar engines. 3-speed or 4-speed manual. Wow, they did not make a lot of convertibles. 3,300, 59,000 hardtops for just a hair over 63,000 made. The big block SS 396 Chevelle was one of the most popular muscle cars of 1967. Yeah, it was. The Porcupine 396, so nicknamed due to the odd angled valve arrangement. I never actually looked at a 396. Had already made a reputation on the street. In the lightweight Chevelle, it was more than a potent package and a favorite of drag racers in the stock classes, and it could get off the line pretty good for a million-pound car. Next up, 64 Olds Cutlass 442. Like the Olds. The 330 cubic inch, no optional engine. You got a manual, and that's all you got. Wow, $2,999. All right. Like many other car makers in Detroit, Oldsmobile marketed several luxury high-performance cars in its product lineup. However, Olds was not prepared for the Pontiac GTO. I don't think anybody was. The first mid-sized car with a big high-performance engine, a bombshell that exploded on the low-priced landscape and left Olds scrambling to produce a mid-sized high-performance muscle car. They soon countered with the 442. The numerical designation stood for 4-speed transmission, 4-barrel carburetor, and dual exhausts. I thought that's what it was, but I didn't want to say it and look the fool again. Based on the already existing police pursuit package that consisted of heavy-duty shocks, stiffer springs, and anti-roll bars, front and rear, the 442 was available on any F-85 model except station wagons. To be fair, wouldn't you have wanted a station wagon with a roll cage? We all would. Next. There you go. Graduating up. Ooh. That is pretty. The 68 Olds 442. That is a sweet-looking car. Beautiful engine, too. 400 cubic inch engine, 350. Why would you want less? That's my question. It's not like gas was cheap or was expensive back then. 3-speed manual with a Hurst shifter, or 4-speed manual, or the old turbo hydromatic. 24,000 hardtops, 4,000 coupes, and 4,000 and 5,000 convertibles, 33,000 total. In 1968, the 442 became a separate series apart from the F-85 and Cutlass lineup. The 442 featured plush interiors in either cloth or vinyl, with a variety of options ranging from cruise control to power windows to AM/FM stereo radios. That was a luxury back then, kids. Performance was still a vital element of the package, and with its superb suspension and range of powerful engines, the 442 was one of Detroit's most popular muscle cars. It definitely was. Couple more. I'm having fun. Yeah. Okay, this pack apparently brought to you by Oldsmobile. The 72 Hurst. 455, that's crazy. A 455 cubic inch engine only putting out 270 horsepower. I don't even know if I could classify that as technically a muscle car. Didn't even hit 100 in the quarter mile. Well, I mean, it's a pace car. 600, 3-speed transmission. The 72 Hurst Olds was the official pace car of the 1972 Indy 500 and was again available through Oldsmobile dealers. The Hurst Olds was offered either as a coupe or convertible and received a beefed version of the 455 engine with Hurst dual-gauge shifter that allowed the driver to either leave the transmission and drive or shift through the gears. All Hurst Olds were white with gold striping and carried distinctive Hurst Olds emblems. Options included electric sunroof security system in 1972, really? Digital performance computer, W30 packaging, and a pace car decal set. They were pulling that in 72? All right, I'll buy it. Yes, one of the daddies of the muscle car, the 66 Pontiac GTO. She is a stunner. Big engine, sort of horsepower, 389. A lot of different. Column mounted. They made a lot of them, almost 100,000 total between coupes, the hardtop, and the convertible. By 1966, the Pontiac GTO had become America's most popular muscle car, outselling all other muscle cars combined. Rightfully so, they were gorgeous. The GTO received new sheet metal in 1966, including a new backlight with sweeping C-pillar that gave a semi-fastback appearance. I liked that appearance. Mustangs were really good for the fastback. GTO nameplates were affixed to the deck lid, rear quarters, and front grille. A special wedge-shaped emblem was attached to the front fenders. A special cold air induction package was available in limited numbers, known as the XS. The hood scoop was opened, and a pan was placed around the tri-power-equipped engine. The pan was sealed to the closed hood by a large rubber gasket, ramming cold air into the engine and increasing power. Love the hood scoops. Big fan. 2 more cars, and then we got to eat gum. Ugh. 69 Pontiac Firebird Trans Am. I wish it was a different color than white. I like white, but with these old muscle cars, man, they needed something. They needed Skittles colors. 400 cubic inch engine, 355, the usual transmission. Wow, they did not make a lot. 689 hardtop and 8 convertible. Wow. The Firebird Trans Am was originally introduced for the SCCA Trans Am Racing Series. Pontiac introduced the Trans Am at the Chicago Auto Show in March of 1969 and went on sale in April. For the rights to use the name, Pontiac paid the SCCA $5 royalty for every Trans Am sold. The Trans Am was offered either with a Ram Air 3 or Ram Air 4 engine and came equipped with a functional Ram Air hood, heavy-duty suspension, power front disc brakes, and F70x14 tires. Most 1969 Trans Ams were painted white with blue stripes. However, a few were blue with white stripes. That would look cool. All had a rear spoiler and simulated scoops on the front fenders. Can't really... Oh, yeah, you can kind of make out the spoiler there a little bit in the back. And our final one, what are we ending on? The Dart. Didn't get any AMC. I was hoping for like a Javelin or an AMX or something. Well, there's another pack. The 69 Dodge Dart 440 GTS. 440 cubic inch engine, 375 horsepower. You get, 3-speed automatic, and that's it. Total production NA. The Dodge Dart lineup had become popular with young performance buyers who couldn't afford big muscle cars and the hefty insurance premiums that came with them. Yeah. The 340 Dart Swinger had been a big seller for Dodge. In the belief that more is better, Dodge chose to pack the compact Dart's engine compartment with 440 cubic inches of magnum power. Good God, how was there room for anything else? In the lightweight, 3,100... Yeah, that's lightweight back then, 3,100 pounds. Dart, the 440 terrorized the CSA classes for years with an awesome power-to-weight ratio, not ration, ratio, of 8.8 to 1. Any car people, let me know if that's good or not. Obviously it was, because the Dart, she did fly. Well, 50 episodes. And now gum. You know, you'd think after 50 episodes of doing this, and how many times I've eaten gum, it would get easier. Nah. Ain't getting any easier. Leroy's not only passed out. Here, hold on. Not only passed out, but not even looking at me. There he is. See? Leroy cannot be bothered right now. So he's going to leave me to it, and that's never a good thing because gum from 1987 from Harry and the Hendersons. It was a fun pack, and about to be ruined because 1987. I had 1989 last week. That was 34. In for a penny, in for whatever they say. Well, oh, that shattered instantly. Think about the fact that there are cars made in 1987. Oh, that are no longer in existence. And the fact that this makes me want to call the Geneva Convention. And I know what they'll say. Don't need it. Whoa! That was unusual. I don't even know if I can accurately describe that. Wow! That was like old plastic mixed with like dank basement carpet and regret. Definitely getting lots of hints of regret. Yeah. Definitely lots of hints of regret, but well, that said, another one in the books. 50 episodes. I cannot believe it. It's not going to get easier, is it? I ask myself. Because you won't tell me, and Leroy doesn't care. Yep. It's going to be a fun one. But thank you guys so much for 50 episodes of Jank Pack Thursday. More to come, and more cards are going to be on the way. I've got a bunch of eBay stuff I'm watching. And naturally means more gum for everybody, including me. So until next time, thank you, everyone. We will see you in the next one.